So while I eat this, right, when you're on carnivore, you get a lot of people like, they either hating, they either don't understand, they either ask what it is, they either tell you it's unhealthy, they tell you people suddenly become doctors when you're eating this way and they're like, oh, it's so unhealthy, it's this and this. Like, bro, you're eating a fucking donut, shut your mouth. You're eating a piece of cake, shut your mouth. You're eating that crap. You're telling me eggs are unhealthy when you're saying, oh, I have to reduce my eggs because of the cholesterol. You're eating cake and you're telling me eating eggs are unhealthy. Stop lying. And then there's some people who, I've had a lot of it, like people I live with, there's been people I go out and meet in public, or like family members or people when I go to church, they offer me food. Or wherever I've been, like even when I've went out to a meeting, they've offered me food. And I just have to either say no or explain to them that I cannot eat it because otherwise I will literally, my stomach will be thriving in pain and agony. So I literally cannot. But I have to explain why I'm carnivore. Sometimes when they ask, oh, you're carnivore? Oh, why's that? I tell them, yep, I've got autoimmune issues, so I have to eat this way. So it's not like I'm going, oh, yay, I have to eat this way. This is the optimal way of living. I would say yes, and you could be thriving. But whatever way works for you, and you're thriving, don't change it. But if you're not, change it. So what I'm saying is that I'm not thriving, so I'm eating this way so I can start thriving, feeling good, feeling my optimal, not feeling like crap every day, every hour. So that is what I do. That's why I do this. And if you want to start thriving and you've got autoimmune issues, go carnivore, or find a way to what works for you, a way what makes you start to thrive and your GI issues start to heal and your body starts to heal. Whatever issue you've got, if you've got cancer, if you've got IBS, if you've got diabetes, if you've got Crohn's disease, if you've got arthritis, find a way what works for you. If you're addicted to carbs, find a way. Start thriving. Start eating good food, real food, not the devil's plan, God's plan. Food God gave you, not the food the devil gave you. Start thriving. Start being a beast. And as I say, if someone doesn't understand, or you're in a social setting, or you have to be like this or that, and you have to explain why you're carnivore. Maybe tell them that you've got an issue with this, and this is why you can't eat this, and explain to them, yeah, I can't eat this because if I do, my body will react very poorly and I will feel very horrible and these issues will surface. Or just say a simple, no thank you, I don't eat that. Simple. You don't have to go, oh, why are you offering me that now? Just say no thank you. Simple, done, dusted. They might do it again, they might offer you again, they might forget, they might not. But after a while, if you get to know them and they know what you eat and boom, 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 they'll be like, oh, okay, that's the way you eat, they're fine. People who you know will get used to it. People who you meet who are new might find it odd a bit, but you can just explain. Even if you want to go into detail, you could just be like, well, you get vegetarians and vegans, so if you're carnivore, it's the thing. Carnivore is getting more popular nowadays. But the thing is with this, is that this is the optimal way of thriving. Being vegan, being vegetarian, does not work. I've tried it myself. I got stomach issues from being vegetarian and vegan. I got low iron. I was skinny, pale, anorexic from being a vegan. So never be a vegan. And by eating crap and junk food, I messed up my GI issues. So don't eat crap food. Don't be a vegan. Don't be a vegetarian. Don't be a pescatarian. Don't be a flexitarian. Don't be a fruitarian. Eat a whole food, natural way of eating. I don't call it a diet because people call it a diet. Like literally, what our ancestors gave us, what God gave you as food, what man made, don't eat. What God gave you, eat. And do not be look down upon the man who only eats plants or down upon the man who only eats meat. I advise every person, you need meat. You need meat. You can't just cut it out. If you don't like beef, eat chicken. If you don't like chicken, eat pork. If you don't like chicken, pork, or beef, eat eggs. Eat tuna. Eat lamb. Eat some form of protein, some form of meat, because it's the most optimal food. And even if you eat plants, vegetables, nuts, or seeds, avoid seeds as seed oils. Definitely legumes. I've had my issues, I know they're bad. But if you eat like plants, like vegetables, or you might eat salads, or you might eat like some fruit, okay, it's fine. Just try and avoid all the crap and all the junk food. If you're going around the aisles searching for the healthy foods and you're avoiding all the crap, it's way more better than eating the crap. Like I say, if you've got a choice between a donut and a piece of bacon, eat the piece of bacon. If you've got a choice between a piece of cake and a piece of fruit, eat a piece of fruit. If you've got a choice between like a vegetable or meat, eat the meat. If you're dying and you need to eat a vegetable, eat the vegetable. If there's like some junk food there, like some sweets and stuff, and there's maybe like over here there might be some nuts, eat the nuts. Maybe it might be nuts and some chocolates mixed together. Pick out the nuts, eat the nuts, throw away the chocolate. It depends, just if you're thriving and you're eating what God gave you, natural foods, then carry on. If you're not, change it. But my way of living is do not eat plants. Plants have defense chemicals that will slowly kill you. Do not eat grains. Definitely, if you're keto, plants, some vegetables, low starchy vegetables, some salad, some fruit, some nuts. But avoid seeds, grains, junk food, legumes. Some rice. Keto people eat some rice as well, so rice, meh. But just try and avoid all the crap, the highly processed crap, and avoid the seeds. Seeds mainly, like seed oils, seeds, legumes, nuts and grains. But if you're having and rice, I would say the only optimal way of surviving is to eat vegetables, fruits, and meats. What you get from the earth. But most fruits are chemically made now. A lot of vegetables have defense chemicals. Even if it has defense chemicals without pesticides, it's still got defense chemicals. You would have to soak it and leave it soaked out for 24 hours and have to keeping it fresh, but it won't basically still not be healthy. You would just lower the amount of defense chemicals in it because plants can't run away, so they make defense chemicals. Animals can, so that's why they don't have any defense chemicals. And I would say fruit has got the least defense chemicals, the least amount of pesticides and chemicals, and our body naturally craves sweet things, so we eat fruit. But that's only in season. And also, if you're a carboholic, stay away from fruit. Honey is not an animal product. Honey is an animal-based way of living. Honey is when you eat animal-based, not when you eat carnivore. Dairy is 50-50. If you can tolerate it, it can be a carnivore way of living. But it's going to be me. I always say opt for being carnivore, either ketovore, or Mediterranean if you're only surviving though. But avoid the grains, avoid the seeds, avoid the nuts, avoid the legumes, avoid the rice. The vegetables, the fruits, and the meats. If you have to. If you're thriving the way you are, carry on. If you're not, change it. So, love it. Bye. Peace.